Hey everybody, welcome to my new series. So what we're going to be looking at in this series is, can you survive Ark and, well, more so conquer Ark as a vegan? So this is my usual character, but what we're going to do, because no one's going to believe that that's a vegan, let's go through and change the character to something a bit more appropriate, and then we'll get loaded in. Okay, there we go. So that's the vegan maddest. Okay, let's jump in, and then I'll go through the ground rules of the series. So as you can see, this is the first time I've jumped on Valguero since it's just come out on ASA. So let's just spawn in at the easy zone there to start with. Okay. So we've got a couple of nice friendly plant eaters around there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so as we said, so what we want to try and see is, can we survive, and not just survive, but conquer the Ark? So we'll go through and beat the final boss as a vegan. So to set the ground rules for that, rule number 1, no consuming any meat or animal products. So that means we won't be eating any meat, we won't be eating any eggs, we won't be eating or drinking any milk or other products like that. And now, as a vegan, obviously, so we're not just going to do that for ourselves, we're going to impose that on all of our tames as well. So we won't be taming anything that is a carnivore. So if it's a carnivore, that's going to be off limits for us during this playthrough. So we're going to be restricted to either omnivores or herbivores, and any omnivores that we tame will obviously be tamed and kept on berries and veggies only. So the other thing that we're going to do on this, so as I said, so we won't be eating or consuming meat. We won't be allowing the dinos to eat or consume meat. We won't be aggressively killing anything. So the only time that we will be warranted in killing any creature is if it attacks us first, and we don't have the capacity to retreat from the situation. So I guess that's rule number 3, no killing unless necessary. So the other thing, so what we will do, because it is Ark, and there's obviously some limitations to how we can progress and without using any animal product. So we will be allowing the use of hide, chitin, etc., but only as harvested from dinos that we haven't aggressively killed for no reason. So with those ground rules in place, let's get started and see how we go. Obviously going to need to harvest up a lot of berries, because we won't be cooking up any meat to sustain us, which is usually one of the first things that you do when you get in. Get a couple of things up and going, get some spears, kill a couple of dodos, get some meat on the fire, and away you go. But but not this time. So we're gonna have the berries that we harvest here. We're obviously going to need to sort of think about what tames are going to best suit us, and how we're going to get those. Yeah, because so one of the things, whilst we won't be consuming any meat that we do harvest, because obviously we don't want to be wasteful with products that are harvested, we'll let that meat spoil so we can still make narcotics, because that's an essential part of the game. So we won't. But just to keep within the not consuming meat, we won't be using narcotics as a means to keep tames knocked out. That'll have to be done with narco berries alone. So it'll be interesting, I think, to see how this all plays out, see if it's even possible, see what we can come up with. Okay, so need to hit a couple of trees. Oh, look, we've got our first level. And the second one already. Let's get a bit of health happening. Gonna need the hatchet. We will still need spears because, like I said, we're still willing to defend ourselves. So, campfire, whilst not used for meat, is likely to be needed for keeping warm, so I will unlock that still anyway. What do we get? We need to do a bit of harvesting with the pick now. It's a nice spot here. You've got river rocks and everything. Seems very peaceful. Actually wondering whether we make our way over to the castle area there. Might be a nice place to just get set up. Start from there, get a few things together. Yeah. Let's go hit a tree. Alright, we've got some spears. Got some basics happening. That's the... As it stands so far, it's no different to any other start. Yeah, let's get a bit of weight happening so we can keep moving. I feel we're going to be ploughing through the berries a bit, so I'll load them up in the bar to make it a little bit easier. I think one of the things that we're probably going to have to get happening relatively early is some crops, because I'm gonna need to get some veggies, which I believe there is a garden area not far from here, where we can go and get some veggies to start with. But obviously we want to get to the point where we've got our own. Grab us a torch just in case as well. We'll get over here, have a look at this castle, see if that's where we want to start. This is a really nice map, this one. Nice to know. And loot crate location, nice and close. Obviously we're nowhere near ready to open that, but should have a look, see. Yeah, we can. Got enough points to unlock some of the clothes. Get that crafted up, so we at least got a little bit of armor. Okay, yeah, so I think this will do us just fine. So what I'll do, I'll go through, get a couple of foundations down, get a storage box down, and then we'll go out and do a bit of exploring. think we'll start up the back here. Now let's try and get that a bit straighter. How's that look? Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, let's put a bit more weight in, go craft up a couple more. I should be able to unlock the storage box now. We may want to do a sleeping bag or a bed at some stage, but unfortunately to do that we're going to need something to actually attack us, because as per the rules that we've established, we won't be killing anything that doesn't attack us first. It actually fits in there really nicely. If we end up staying here a while, I'll probably go through and change that to basically a stone floor that allows us to just build on the existing building. I think that could potentially go really well. Get this metal that I've been carrying around out of my inventory, which will free up a bit of space. Get this down. As I said, we won't be using this for cooking, but I feel like there could potentially be a cold snap come through and we might need the heat, so that's the only reason for the campfire in this playthrough. So I'll go through, harvest up some more resources. Alright, let's have a look up here. Oh, we've even got the upstairs area. This is a pretty cool base spot. I reckon when this came out on official, people would have been swarming around to just try and get this spot. Trying to get in there as quick as they can. Right, let's get back down and we'll go out and explore the rest of this island. Wonder what's in the water. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there's oil. Okay, so we've got access to oil right there. It's very handy. These pteranodons out here, and we can't even tame any of them. So, come to think of it, I don't think there is a flyer in the game that is a herbivore. Not one that I can think of. No, I don't. Not even an omnivore. Pretty sure they are all just straight up carnivores, all the flyers. There's a lot of stegos and trikes here, which will probably come in handy, but right now at our level, a nice parasaur or Moshops that wanted an appropriate food would be much more handy. So hopefully as we explore the rest of the island, if we come across one, that'd be good. To have a think about how to do the parasaur if I find one, because usually all you do is a bowler, but unless something attacks me and forces me to kill it, I won't have any hide, which means I won't have any bowlers. So, more oil over this end as well. Other than that, the water seems pretty calm, which I don't know if that's how it'll stay or if it's just because just new fresh load and it hasn't fully spawned in all the tames yet, the wild dinos. Oh, hey. Looks like we've done a full lap of the island there, and so far doesn't seem to be anything that is currently tameable for us on this island. So it means we might have to venture out further. Keep getting points in the weight, I think, until we get up to 150, just to make it a bit more usable. I think we might just leave it there for today, and then when we come back, find a way to venture out and find our first tame, something that we can get without breaking our rules of the challenge. So thanks for joining me. So hopefully we can continue in this challenge and make it I think it can be quite interesting. I for one am interested to see how we go, see if we're able to progress, see how difficult it's going to be to get where we need to eventually do the boss battle for the map. But yeah, so thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.